Well, he's
David
only
bought
got
us a
2
pumpkin.
bedrooms.
We don't care.
There's David.
Hello. That's all right.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to get a candle for it, though.
guess.
Okay, it's early. It's time to go have my MRI. I'll let you know how I did. Today is Monday, October 13th. Oh, well, thank you for your prayers. I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Let's hope I never have to do that again. That was the most stressful 30 minutes of my life. Well, good afternoon. Today is Monday, October 13th, Columbus Day. Happy Indigenous Day. It's the 13th, that's all I know. October 13th, and it's a Monday. And it's a beautiful day. It's almost 70 degrees. I still have a long sleeve shirt on because it was a little chilly when I left this morning, and I didn't change when I got home. But we have birthdays. Oh my gosh, we got lots of birthdays today. Today is Barbara Pask's birthday. Barbara, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Nina's birthday. The name of her channel is Billy Norris, but her name is Nina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nina. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Also Cindy Pope. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cindy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Laura Newcomb. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Pamela Rentschler. Rentsschler. Pamela. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pamela. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Susan Robinson. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Tanya Guest. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tanya. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all 7 of you have a great, great birthday today. And no anniversaries. Nobody told me about an anniversary today. At the beginning, I showed you a pumpkin that David and his girlfriend, they went to it's called Bates Cider Mill, and they have a pumpkin patch and all that. They brought her David's girlfriend's son. He's 3, I think he is. Atreus. They call him Trey, but it's Atreus is his name. And they got him this giant pumpkin, and they carved it. And where David lives, it will just get smashed. And where Anna lives, that's his girlfriend, they don't have anybody coming because she lives in the country. So he said, "Did you want them? Do you want it for your porch?" And I said, "Yes." I'm kind of leery because the weather is kind of warm right now. Hopefully it'll get a little colder. That since it's already carved, it's not going to make it till Halloween. But it's a gorgeous pumpkin. I don't know how much he paid for it. He probably paid a pretty penny for one that size. But it's really nice, and it was nice. He came by for a visit for a little bit last night before the Lions lost. The Chiefs did beat them, or they beat themselves, actually. They gave up a lot of plays. But in our defense, we're missing almost our entire secondary line from injuries, and there's only so much you can do. But the Chiefs are a good team, so I don't particularly like the Chiefs that much. I don't know why, but I just think they get too much. I think that when you're a really good team, people just always give you the benefit of the doubt. And I think they got the benefit of the doubt on a lot of plays that I thought that, one of them, that Travis Kelce, he actually trapped the ball. So, and then the one with our Jared Goff, he just didn't stand long enough. But that would have been, and he just lucked out on that one because it kind of bounced off the back of one of his players that he caught the ball. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty good game. I would have liked it better if my Lions would have won, but you can't win every game. So on to the next game. That's all we can do. But So, and then Mary was supposed to go for her chemo today, and they called her this morning. She was supposed to leave at 11:30 to go do it, and they called her like at 8:30. I think they might have been trying to get a hold of her over the weekend. She said she was getting a call that she didn't recognize the number, and she didn't accept the call. But they didn't give her a reason. They just said they canceled her chemo for today. The only thing Mary can think of is she doesn't think that her port that they put in is completely healed. And I think that they just don't want to take a chance with an infection. So she has a doctor's appointment on Friday with her cancer doctor. And so then she'll determine what's going on with that, why they didn't do it. She has, I don't know what kind of cancer it is, but she has a sarcoma, which is like a growth between her kidneys that, unfortunately, she has to take anti-rejection pills to keep her liver, because she had a liver kidney transplant in January, to keep her from rejecting the liver kidney. But then the bad thing is that the sarcoma feeds off of the medications that she's taking. So they've tried to wean it down a little bit, but to stop the growth of the sarcoma. There's no way to completely get rid of it because she's beyond surgery. It intertwines between her muscles and her blood vessels and all that. And they said that even if she was a 25-year-old healthy woman, they wouldn't have operated. So, but there's a 5-year survival rate. So, we're going with that for now. And then the big news is I went for my MRI today. Oh my gosh. I was up all night long. I kept getting up, and then while I'm up, I might as well go to the bathroom. So I probably woke up every 45 minutes last night. I went to bed about 1 o'clock. I had to get up at 8:30 rather. And I would say I got up every 45 minutes because I tried not to stress about it, but I stressed. And so then when I got there, they told me to be there a half hour early, and I was hoping that was because it was going to take that much time to prep me. No, my appointment was at 10 o'clock. I got there at 9:30. I did my check-in. I did an early check-in online, but you still got to check in once you get there. I had to wait about 20 minutes, which is not bad. And then once I went back there, they took me right away. And then they put my IV in. I was thinking that I was going to have to put on a gown or something on. They let me keep my clothes on, which I thought was nice because I didn't really want to put a gown and all that on. And he asked me, he says, are you nervous about this? And I go, oh yeah, I'm very, very nervous. And I said, is my whole body going to go in? And he says, well, you're pretty tall, maybe not, but probably. So I said, oh, okay. So he put the IV in because part of I think the first 20 minutes was just taking images and stuff. And then the last 15 minutes was with the dye going through my body. So he, laid me on the thing. He got me all comfortable. He gave me the little thing to squeeze if I was like worried and I needed to get out or something. And put headphones on. And he said the headphones will tell me what I'm supposed to be doing and try not to move. And I didn't ask for an eye patch. I should have, but I didn't. So I just closed my eyes. And then when they put me in, it was tight. So I had to move my arms in closer to my body, which kind of gave me even more of a claustrophobic feel. Because when I had it like just setting by my side, it was fine. But when I had to squeeze them into my side, and that's just because of my size. I know that if I was a skinnier person, that probably wouldn't have happened. But so I laid there and said my rosary in my head because I couldn't bring any metal in. So, I had my rosary. I was afraid to move even my fingers because I thought if I moved my fingers, that might constitute movement. So I was just trying to go like 1 Our Father and then 2 Our Fathers and 3 Our Fathers, like that, Hail Marys and stuff like that. But, and it was loud. It really was loud. And I was getting it had like a cool breeze going through it. So at least I wasn't hot. And then at one point, silly me, opened my eyes and almost went into a panic attack because I felt like I was in a coffin because the top of the thing was like this close to my face. I was like, I could have stuck my tongue out and touched the roof of the thing that was on top of me. And I thought, oh my God. And then thankfully just then it said, breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, so I did all that. And then you had to hold your breath in that. So I did that. And then just before the first part of it was done, which I knew there was going to be 2 parts because I knew that they were going to take me out to put the dye in my arm. But the machine went wacko. I mean, I thought there's something was wrong, and it started vibrating and like bum, 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 all around me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the machine, there's something wrong with the machine. And then I'm thinking, how am I going to get out? And then I'm thinking, what if they lost power? How are they going to, because it's electrical, how are they going to get me out? And I was just all panicking. I was getting all in a mood, and then they wheeled me out or, scooted me out. And then the guy says, well, how are you holding up? And I went, oh, I guess I'm holding up. And he says, well, we're just going to put the dye in you now. And then you go back in. I says, is the second part going to be as long as the first part? And he says, no, not really. And I go, well, no, really. If it is, let me know, because I'm trying to pace myself. And he says, no, it's not as long. He said, the first part is 20 minutes. The second part is 10 minutes. And so I said, okay, I can handle 10 minutes. So then I got back in there and I was thinking, just trying to count it down, because I'm thinking, if I leave, I'm going to have to come back and do it again anyhow. So I thought, no, and then if it's not a complete test, it's not going to do any good. They have to get all the, parameters going. So I thought, okay, let's just do this. And then all of a sudden it was done. And it was like, so they had me sit up while they took the IV off. They had me sit there for a minute. And it was like, oh my gosh, I thought, oh my gosh. So he says, oh, you did okay. And I said, okay. He's, no, you did well. And I says, oh, okay. He said, the doctor will probably get the results by Friday. And I said, oh, okay. Oh, I know they can't tell you anything, so why even ask? Because they're just going to say, well, I'm not allowed to say, although they know. That's their job. They know if they saw anything. But they didn't seem overly concerned if I was reading them right. So I was glad. That was all done with, because I'll tell you, I was a wreck. And if I have to do it again, I'll do it. But oh my God, I don't know that I could. I don't know. That was an awful feeling. I'll just know next time, don't open my eyes, because I literally felt like I was in a coffin. I was so close on the side, and like I said, the top was so close that I could stick my tongue out and touch the roof of the top of the thing. I thought, oh, don't want to do that again. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. But like I said, if I have to, I have to. But I'm not really overly worried about my results. I really am not. But you never know. You never know. So. But anyway, I did decide to weigh myself, even though it was 2 hours earlier than I normally do. But it is a Monday, and I always weigh on Mondays. And I just thought, well, it's 2 hours. How much difference of a thing can it really make? So let me share how my weigh-in went today. Well, I'm very pleased to report I lost 1.2 pounds. So that brings my total loss to 41.3. And I have 13.8 to go to my first 20-pound goal, which means that I've lost 6.2 pounds since my birthday last month. A pound a week, nobody ever wants to just lose a pound a week, but, I'm happy with my loss today. And maybe it wouldn't have been more, might have been less if I would have weighed at my normal time, but I'm sticking with that because I think it's a pretty good weigh-in. And I'm just really, really proud of myself that I faced my fears today. Like Eleanor Roosevelt said, you just got to face your fears. And not that I have a lot of fears in my life, but being confined in a closed space is one of the top 5 of mine. But I'm really proud of myself. And so thank you so much for all your prayers. I could feel them all engulfing me when I was in there. I just thought, nope, I got too many people praying for me not to finish this up, just to finish this goal. And, you just got to chip away at all your goals. And one of my goals was just to get through this today, and I got through it. So thank you very much for all your support, all your encouragement. Everybody that texted me or emailed me this morning, telling me that they were keeping me in their prayers today. I so appreciate it. And on to the results. We'll see how those go. So anyway, when I hear more about Mary, I'll let you know. But she's, like I said, I won't know anything till probably Friday. So you probably won't hear anything till the weekend. But in the meantime, I think that's going to do it. So until next time.